The last video has shown how you can create your own customized IC chip using the 5 steps based on the generic DIP 8 pins. When you create the parts, the parts will be placed in my parts. With this approach, you can create any chips that you cannot find in the library. You can also place other parts under my parts by drag and drop. For example, you can drag this ground and place it here, VCC, or any other components that you use often, such as resistor, capacitor, and so on. Now in this video, let's create a simple circuit that demonstrates the functionality of these OR gates. After that, we will connect the components on the breadboard. So we need a toggle switch as an input, 2 toggle switch, and LED as an output. We also need VCC and grounds. Let me connect the wiring first. In the previous video, I've shown how to connect from a wire to a pin. In this case, you need to hold down the ALT key and the wiring tool will appear. However, if you try to connect from this straight wire and you hold down the ALT key, the wiring tool doesn't appear, because in this case you need to add the bend point first. After adding in the bend point, you can hold down the ALT key and the wiring tool appear and you can do the connection. Now we have done the simple circuit that when either switch goes high connected to the 5 volt, the LED will be light up. Now we can go to breadboard and you can see that all the components that we have used are shown right here. And the dotted lines indicate the connection between 2 corresponding pins. So in this case, these 2 pins are connected together. However, before we can do the wiring, it's convenient to use a connector to serve as a role of the power supply. So let's go back to the schematic and add in a connector. Let's go to connection and use the screw terminal 2 pin. We connect to the power supply. So now all the 5 volts are connected together and all the ground are connected together. Let's go back to the breadboard. This is the power supply. Before we can use the breadboard, if I press my left button of the mouse in one of the holes, all the holes are highlighted with yellow. This means that they are connected together internally. This is different from the board that we use in school. So let's click on the board and go to inspector, change the size from full plus to full. This will give you the familiar board. If I try again, all the row, all the holes on the row on the left hand side are separate from the right hand side. So now we can start to place the components onto the board. If you need to undo, the standard shortcut is Ctrl+Z, which you may use quite a lot in the breadboard design. You can flick the LED. You can rotate the power connector. So let's start from the switch first. These two are connected together. So if you click on the black wire, you can connect them with a wire. However, because all the rows are connected together, you can also use a shorter wire. Let's do it later on. So we can connect other pins, such as these two are connected together. You can click on this wire, so it will be connected together automatically, or you can connect it from this to this. Then the dotted wire disappear, meaning that the two pins have been connected. The connection has been done. So let's do the wiring for the power supply first. So this is the pin 14 is the VCC, meaning that this is VCC. So let's change it to red. This is our color coding, and the ground we change it to black. Okay. So this is connected to VCC. You can connect from here to here, and the wire should be disappear. Let's use blue first. This is connected to this. If you click on the wire, it will connect from the pin to the pin. However, sometimes that does not look very nice, so we can connect from this one. We can move this one aside, and we can connect from here to the pin and move it back. This is connected to this, so we can connect from here to here. This is connected to the ground, so you can connect to any of the highlighted dots. This is also connected to ground, so you can connect from here to, there's a hole here. This should be connected to this VCC. The red line connect this to this pin. In this case, these two wires overlap, So you can use the Alt key here again. You select this wire and press the Alt key, ALT. You can move. So we can connect this to here. Let's use this. Let's click on the line to help us do the connection. So this one, so we can delete this part, delete up to bend point. These two pins should be connected. Let's redo the wiring for this part. This should be connected to here. Yeah, the dotted line should be disappear. We can delete this. If the dot is too small, you can make it longer, then select it and delete. Oh, we need to do this again. Okay, now we have done the wiring as all the dotted lines are gone. You can change the color code, change the wire to the color coding that you specify. This is the input. We can use perhaps yellow. This is VCC. This is ground. There is an overlap here, so you can rearrange the wires. You can reroute them from Now this is the breadboard connection of the schematic.